Hi guys, so you are back in the kitchen with Mama. Melissa had to go home, so you're just dealing with me right now. Hope that's okay. But I am going to show you how to make some absolutely delicious cheese cornbread, which is really good with that buffalo chicken soup we just made. So to do that, you use a half a cup of cornmeal. And I use House of Autry, which is absolutely delicious. I love it. Never have anything go wrong with House of Autry. Dump that in your bowl. And then I use a half a cup of flour, all-purpose flour. And being from the South, I love white lily flour. Grew up on it, use it still, recommend it. Love white lily flour. Okay, so you put that in there, and my trick for making cornbread is to mix it half and half, cornmeal and flour. It gives a very light, fluffy cornbread. People don't know what you've done, but they know it's the best cornbread they've ever tasted. So, all right, you've got your flour, you've got your cornmeal. You put a teaspoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of salt. And I would recommend you probably use your half a teaspoon measure, but since I didn't get it out and I've been at this for a while, I can kind of guesstimate it. And well, another thing that makes it absolutely delicious is a tablespoon of sugar. It won't taste sweet, but it just gives it just a little hint of something extra. People don't really know what it is, but they just know it's good. And you mix that up together. So all your dry ingredients are there. They're all mixed up together. Then you get your cup of shredded cheddar cheese. And today I'm using Sargento extra sharp cheddar. Put a cup of that. Mix that in with the flour and cornmeal. And get it all mixed in there together. And I didn't get my egg out of the refrigerator, so excuse me while I do that. I know, isn't that the messiest refrigerator you've ever seen? So you use one egg. And I do beat it slightly so the yolk is incorporated with the white. There we go. Pour that in there. And 3 tablespoons of butter that is a little bit softer than room temperature. You can see it's kind of gooey. And I use Land O'Lakes butter. For cakes and baking, I usually use Land O'Lakes unsalted. But for savory things like breads, cornbreads, things that you're going to add butter to when it's on the table maybe, I use salted butter. And the salted butter that I absolutely love is Land O'Lakes sea salt and olive oil butter. Also, it just gives a different little flavor to it, and it's really good. So now, we're going to mix all of that together. Put your 1 cup of buttermilk. Yum. Okay. And you mix all of that together until it's just incorporated. It's okay to have some lumps and clumps. And if your butter doesn't mix really well to start with, you can just kind of with your spoon get the butter up against the side of your bowl and then scrape it back down into your mixture. Get it to where you don't see any dry on the bottom, don't see any huge clumps, but you will have some clumps, and mix it till it's just incorporated. And this is kind of what it's going to look like when it's mixed properly. Yeah? All right, like this. Okay. Then I use a cast iron pan, and I've had it for many years. And you butter it really well to keep the cornbread from sticking. And then you pour the cornbread into the pan, and it's going to look like this. Yep. And you put it in the oven at 425 for 20 minutes. Now, since you don't want to wait around for 20 minutes, and I don't have 20 minutes worth of jokes, I made some cornbread earlier so I could show you what it looks like when it's done. Yummy. You can see the pieces of cheese, and it's just awesome. And here's what it looks like. It's light, it's fluffy, it's savory, and you probably won't even need to put additional butter on it. It is so good it can be eaten without anything. So that's how to make cheese cornbread, folks. And please come back and visit me at In the Kitchen with Mama. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch our other videos. Tomorrow, I think we're going to be making a chocolate cake, a chocolate buttermilk cake with milk chocolate icing. So I hope to see you again soon, and bon appetit.